Hey YouTube, Gordon Miller from G3 again. Okay, so today's topic is going to be kids and financial literacy, entrepreneurship, and allowances. So this is a topic that I wrote on Quora about, and it was a really good, well-received situation. So somebody asked about what they should do about their kids' allowance, how old a kid should be when they start a business, how do you approach financial literacy with your kids, things like that. So I'm going to address all of those topics in this video. We started the kids out early on, from the time they were about 6 years old, where they got $1 a week for every year old they were. So we started out giving them 6 $1 bills and for their allowance, and they would have to save $1, and they would have to give $1, and then they would be able to spend $4. So they were able to give the money at church, or to give it to some other charity of their choice, and things like that. They could either do it that month or they could do it at the end of the year. But we gave them the 3-folder system where you save and you give and you spend. And the money went into those 3 folders, and we did the 3-folder system that Dave Ramsey made so famous. And it was a huge success. The kids really learned that, look, if I want to buy something that costs $20, I need to save my money for 3 weeks until I have enough money. But when they realized that not all that money went into the one folder, then they realized, well, I only have $4 that's going to go into that folder, so it's going to take 5 weeks to be able to save enough money to get that thing for $20. And so it allowed them to begin saving some. Now, we also allowed them sometimes to borrow as much as half of the money they had in savings so that they could then buy that item in 4 weeks instead of 5 weeks. So it helped them understand the role of savings and why savings is important in being able to plan for future purchases. So that's how we started out. And as the kids got to about age 10, where they were getting $10 a week, they were making about $40 a month. We started them in their own businesses. We taught them that money comes from real work. And so my oldest did a business where he was helping people move boxes at their company, and he made $25 in 5 hours, and realized that was as much money as he made in 2.5 weeks that he just made in 5 hours. And so the impact of that experience has stayed with him. He understands that money comes from work. You can sit on your ass and collect a check, as a handout, which is your allowance, like the government does for most people, or you can work hard and make a lot more money a lot quicker. And so if you want the nice things that people can buy with money, then you have to work for it. And that's what we did. The other thing is that my middle son then started a snow cone stand and generated $33 in revenue the first day over a 2-hour period at $1 a cone with $3 worth of supplies, and made $30 in profit. I mean that's a 90% profit. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I was stunned. It was great. It's one of the best businesses I ever invested in. So I invested in the $50 machine that he needed. He got it for his birthday, and I invested in the $3 worth of supplies, and I got my $3 back that day. And so I was grateful to see that they learned that money comes from working hard. And in each of those cases, they made 2 or 3 times the amount of money they made in an entire week in just one day, in just a matter of hours. And so that really changed who they are. And my youngest is 10 now, and he's working on what he wants to do. So we'll see what he comes up with. But the other thing is that we started the kids off about age 14 or 15 investing. I put $5,000 into their stock account at E-Trade, and then I let them pick whatever stocks they wanted. And that was part of the financial literacy program that we set up. My oldest invested in the stocks that he knew about, which was Netflix and Under Armour and Apple, and they went up enormously and made a terrific return. So those are the kind of things that we tried to teach to them, and my middle son will get his stock account this year.